Hey everybody, happy Monday. It is Parent Observation Week and Costume Meeting Week here at Great Lakes Dance Academy. So you will see myself or one of the ladies in the office coming around to talk to you all about the year-end recital in June and the costumes that correspond with that, with the class that you're in. Try to make it as simple as possible for everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through how to properly measure your child for their dance costume. My lovely assistant Faye here is going to help me get the sizing right, and we're going to go from there. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need, not quite yet, the first thing you're going to need is a tape measure. So I have a tape measure right here. And this is good, it's metal, it's made by Stanley, which is great. But what I'm gonna say is, put this one down. Put the metal tape measure away, you don't need it. It doesn't work really well for going around things. And so what we're gonna need is the cloth tape measure. This one right here. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remember to measure in inches. All of our costume companies deal in inches, and I know that we're Canadian, but we got to just deal with that, and we all want to speak the same language as the costume companies. So we're going to measure in inches, we're going to use a cloth tape measure, and we're going to get going. So when I come into class, you'll get one of these things. What it is it's a measurement chart, and you will see a few numbers already on there. This is the second take we did. But there's a few A, B, C, and D, and they correspond to that little diagram in the corner. So that's what we're going to measure. And the first one up is measurement A, and what that is that's the bust measurement. So here we go for the bust measurement. Okay, Faye, yep, you know what you got to do. You got to stand just like that with their arms out. And then we're going to go right around their chest like this. And when we get to where the measuring tape stops, we're going to leave a little bit of space. We're not going to go super duper tight because they are going to be growing sometime between now and June. So we're going to leave a little bit of space. And so this one's going to measure out at 23.5. That's great. 23.5 will give her a little bit of room to move. So I'm going to write that down in location A under the bust. So 23.5. The next one I'm going to do is measurement B, which is the waist measurement. So this is going to go right around here, the middle of them. Same thing, we're going to measure it not all the way tight, we're going to leave a little bit of space, and this is going to measure out at 21.5. So 21.5. The next measurement is the hip measurement, and that goes just a little bit lower around here. Okay, so again, leaving just a little bit of space. This one we're going to measure out at about 22.5 with a little bit of space left. So we're going to put that down again, 22.5. And the very last measurement we're going to do is the girth measurement. And that measurement is the most important measurement. That's the measurement that goes all the way around them. You'll see on the sheet, this D right here. It goes all the way across the front of them. So what they have to do is they have to stand with their feet a little bit apart, and you're going to go all the way through their legs, up the front of them, and meet at the shoulder. And what this is going to do, this is going to give you the girth measurement. And this is the most important measurement. This is the measurement that all the costume companies go refer things by. This is the measurement that our database refers everything by if we plunk all the measurements in. So we're going to measure this one out at, because we're going to give it a little bit of space, we're going to measure that out at about 40, again accommodating for some growing room. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, Faye. You can go. Okay, thank you. Okay, so 40 inches. So then what we got to do is we have to plug all these measurements. Okay, we got to plug all these measurements into the sizing chart. So what I like to do is I like to find the girth measurement, and then I like to go backwards. So I find I'm going to look for 40 inches, and 40 inches corresponds to a small child. And then if I go to the hip measurement at 22.5, that corresponds to a extra small child, sorry. The waist measurement corresponds with an extra small child, and the bust measurement also corresponds with an extra small child. But, like I said, if you find yourself in this kind of a situation, which a lot of you will, always go with the girth measurement. The girth measurement on the small child gives me a range, and it's on the low side of the range, which means she's going to be able to grow a little bit. But if it comes in a little big, it's easier to make the costume smaller than it is to make the costume bigger. And the only way to make the costume bigger, thank you, is to send it back or order another one, which is not really the what we want to do because time gets a little tight in the spring. So we're gonna get the sizing right the first time. Then once you figured out your final size, you put it in the final size location, which is right there, small child. And then you fill out the rest of the form. You put your name down that you measured your child according to the size chart and the size is correct. And then you sign off on it and you bring it into the office. If you are walking through this video and you're having a heck of a time getting the measurements done, don't worry about it. Come into the office. We are totally happy to help get you measured up and help you out in any way we can. If you got a measurement sorted out and you just want a second opinion, again, come on into the office and we'll take care of you there and make sure we got the right size before we go and order those things. The orders go out early December before Christmas in order for them to get processed and made and then shipped back to us so we can process them, and then they come out sometime after March break, if not a little bit sooner. So again, if you have any questions about the costume charts that you bring home, don't hesitate to ask, and we are always happy to help. So happy Monday, happy parent observation, happy costume week. Have an awesome week. See ya. Bye.